Shelley here with Sirius Talis Moon, and this is Soul Hour Mercury Day. And I want to name a company that has the ability to prevent use of dark occult against people, regardless of their ability to pay, because people are going to be targeted by the currency. People are going to be targeted financially. This is funded by classified project budget, and that company is Fear and Sundry. The occultists Austin Kopok and the Caitlin Kopok. This is the company that has the occultistic knowledge to defend against child sex trafficking, infant rape, astral rape of people in their dream state. Of course, because rape prevents people to be able to work or be able to go and seek help, because these people are targeted when they try to seek help. And this is the company that people should be calling out to use their abilities, their talents to protect people. I was actually targeted following buying the Tima Mundi talisman by Spear and Sundry. I went to torture. There were attempts to take me to some sort of hotel. There were attempts to rape me everywhere so that I will waste my money on hotel, so that in thought that maybe there I won't be raped or whatnot. Um, Again, because my thesis exposes that the use of technology, basically that classified technologies are behind why people are tortured until they confess to crimes that they didn't do, or severely targeted and tortured since infanthood until they are susceptible to what we call mind control, and then basically other people commit crimes through them so that their fingerprints or their face or their behavior is the thing that is targeted rather than the actual offender. And if several people are tortured simultaneously, none of these people would know. And the company that is very involved in the creation of egregores is Fear and Sundry, occultist Caitlin Kopok, Austin Kopok. I think they have by now 100 people that they've trained. And as long as people are targeted when they try to work in a way that is honoring the sexual boundaries, in a way that is not rapey. And like I said, there's no way to work in what people call sex work without being raped. It creates a candida, it creates fungi, and it creates cancer. This is the company that is the biggest and only company that does talismans that are not basically permanent talismans. Basically, those talismans are astrological, and that's a company that has to disclose its classification. So if it is working with government projects, that's the company that has the ability to protect itself when we call to class litigations and reparations. And I'm one of the people entitled to reparations because I was basically targeted following being a client of that company. Um, so much so that I wondered whether Spear and Sundry were targeting themselves. I addressed the company several times, and at the juncture or at the gate between a person that is tortured to loss of sense of self and later is being seen as the criminal against humanity, and a person that prevents. These are the type of companies that can facilitate ending rape and torture to people, basically so the people won't be tortured, and then basically they won't commit crime because the economy would not be torture and rape based. And that of course pertains to the currency. So that's Fear and Sundry, but Austin Kopak, Caitlin Kopak, and it's basically a calling to Fear and Sundry and a calling to call Fear and Sundry out and say, hey, expose your wealth consolidation. Do you receive money from classified project budget? Where are the reparations for the people that were targeted? Probably there were employees that were targeted. If there is an issue, it was Fear and Sundry tortured and targeted itself. Okay, I'm still subscribed to the newsletter. I'm still waiting for in the proper astrological election. See what is going on, because there are companies at the juncture that make money off of creating the problem and then selling talismans, and then there are companies that are actually preventing rape of infants. And this couple is also parent to an infant. When infants are targeted, people would experience that as the baby wakes up screaming for no reason, and then if they would go to the doctors, they would say the baby is neurodivergent. They would medicate the baby, and then everything would be associated to the ailment rather than to the fact that the baby is still being targeted and raped. This happened to me since infanthood, and in my attempt to seek help, it was repetitively happening.